Hi, everybody. Welcome to April and welcome to the first week of Module 6 of our course. I can't believe we are getting towards the end of the semester. And because we're getting towards the end of the semester, I wanted to share with you a little bit more about the proposal process. And that's what our mini lesson is today. I go through not only where to find some information about the proposal process, which I will also link below, but also the actual steps in the proposal process. I just go over them, but you don't need to memorize them. They're actually on that page, so it's more important you remember that page exists than you remember the exact details that I go over. All right. The other thing that I do in the mini lesson today is I download the template and I kind of walk through the slides. Now, these slides should not be anything new or anything you need to worry about because they are based on your manuscript that you're developing, okay? So the kind of content that you put in each section of your manuscripts for chapter 1 and chapter 3 are the same content that you will make more concise in your slide deck. You'll also be adding a literature map that represents the work that you're doing in chapter 2. Okay, so a couple of details that you need to be aware of for the mock proposal coming up on May 6th. First and foremost, as I have said this entire semester, this is your journey, this is your process. Your goal is to make adequate process throughout the semester. Does that mean you have all the information that you need to add into the slides and your proposal is complete? Absolutely not. It's awesome if you do. That's great. You can use this mock proposal as a straight up dress rehearsal for your proposal. See how that goes, see how it feels. But you might not need all of that time and you might not have all of the information you need to add to the slides. I would still keep all the slides in the template and just add in, if you are working on that aspect or you're still thinking about that, just say, I'm still thinking about this, I'm still refining this idea, I still need to work with my advisor in this section. Not a big deal. So your proposal, your mock proposal could be from anywhere from, I don't know, 10 minutes of talking to what we'd say probably the whole proposal time, which is a half hour. I don't want anybody to feel that they need to be obligated to do the same thing as other class members are doing because that just might not be where you are in your journey. All right, so that's kind of the messaging that I wanted to share with you. At the same time, Dr. Banks and I will be filling out a rubric. Now, this rubric isn't what I would call like a good or bad rubric, right? It is a rubric to provide you feedback, but there are going to be spots, if you don't include them in your mock proposal, that we do have to say not included or have to give you a lower score. That does not mean your score is lower, that it's not good. That just means it's not there yet. And we know that this is a process, and you're just not at that point in the process yet. Not a big deal. I just don't want you to see any sort of score from those rubrics that come back and make you feel like you're inadequate in any sort of way. The whole dissertation process can do that anyway. That's part of many of the feelings that we have during this process, but that is not what that rubric is for. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on that, just in case. If you have any questions about the proposal process, I also am a liaison and editor for Edgewood, and I'm happy to answer any of those questions for you. If you are not sure if you have a liaison or editor, you can contact Dr. Reno Wright, or you can contact me and I will help you get in touch with Dr. Wright and make sure that you have everybody that you're set if you are getting ready to get to the point of your proposal. Not just the mock proposal, but the real one where you can move on with your process and move on with your research. All right, have a great week. I'm going to ask you in your journal response this week something a little bit different. Rather than updating me, I want you to tell us your research story, right? So how did you come to this? Why is this important to you? And the reason I'm doing that is because that tends to go into the background slide of your background of your study. So it'll give you a little practice thinking ahead as to what that slide could be. Have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions, problems, issues, if you have a new draft you want me to take a look at, because you're not sure if you're going in the right direction or you're really happy and you want me to take a look at it and provide you some feedback. That's awesome. I'm happy to look at your writing anytime. All right, have a great week. I think I've said that 3 times, so have 3 times a great week, and we will talk soon.